All right, so my man writes in with a question about the barbell strategy. All right, so the barbell. Remember, the barbell is actually simple. This is what makes it work, because keep it simple, stupid is what us old infantrymen live by, because complexity, it doesn't go in this big old head of coal there. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep it simple, stupid. That's why I say, here's a shovel, there's a dirt, go dig a foxhole. Then after 4 hours of digging, your company commander says, oh, we should have meant that foxhole 5 feet over there. Here's a shovel. There's some dirt. Go dig over there. You're like, okay. 5 hours after that, oh, we meant over there. That's how the infantry works. Hurry up, wait, and dig some more. And walk, and dig some more, and walk. Good times. But now, they say, we're the dumb ones because we don't jump out of airplanes? Why would you ever jump out of a perfectly good airplane? I never went to airborne school, just FYI. I tried to. It's stupid. You got mechanics that go to airborne school, but infantrymen, they can't. To go to airborne school in the infantry, you had to go to the ranger school first. So that's why I went to ranger school, so I could freaking go to airborne school. But I didn't make it through ranger school, so I couldn't go to airborne school. I mean, I would have done it. I was young and dumb and full of, you know what? Young, dumb, and full of, you know what? Anyway, so here's my man. I wish you'd get to the point, Josh. Dude, look, you can find all this stuff on your own. You don't need your old buddy Josh to tell you. The reason you're here is because I entertain you. Yeah, come on, you know that. You know I do. Come on, give me a thumbs up if I entertain you. Thumbs up if I can't see thumbs down. I guess there's a way you can see thumbs down. I don't know. But you know I do. Come on, you know I do out there. Where's Thomas P? There he is right there. I see Thomas P's out there. Who else is out there? Where's Carl? I see you pooping while standing. You're out there. Where's Penelope? She's right there. She goes, Josh, I don't like your politics, but I do like your, well, I don't know why I like you, but I'm still here. I got you. Right on. So let's keep reading here. So here's my man. I forgot this guy's name. I recently discovered your YouTube channel and love it. Well, thank you. Have you given me the thumbs up? Have you bought me a cup of coffee and the doobly dook? If you love it so much, buy me a cup of coffee. Support your old buddy Josh, dude. You don't want me to go bankrupt, do you? I have a question about a few of your videos. You mentioned to build up 3 to 5 years cash or short-term investments for retirement. Do you recommend that the remainder be invested in stock, basically stock or stock index funds? If so, that'd be a pretty aggressive portfolio just prior to retirement. If it were 4 years of cash, that'd be an 80-20 allocation. Am I thinking about this wrong? Thanks for your input. All right, so before, all right, hold on a second. Pablo wants to, come here, baby. Pablo wants to say hello. Hello, Pablo. Hello. Hi. Pablo's got some stinky teeth, man. Oh, look at those things. Look at those bottom teeth. Dude, Pablo's never brushed his teeth in his life. Oh, boy. All right, there you go. You good? All right, so I used to say my barbell, 4 years cash, the rest in VTI, if you're aggressive enough. And the reason I used to say that is because dude, I told people a mile away, don't mess with bonds. Bonds, you know the rate of return on, I just did a video on this about 3-4 hours ago. You know the rate of return on bonds by the current yield. That's it, man. You're not going to get more, you're not going to get less, most likely. I mean, you get a little bit more and a little bit less on any given year, but a 10-year time frame, you're going to get the current yield. No more, no less, because it all revolves back to par. It just is that simple, man. Bonds are easy. So back when I first started doing this YouTube channel, 2018 or something like that, yeah, 18. The bond yields were, what, 1%, 2% on the 10-year treasury? I said, it ain't worth it. Not worth it. Bond yields are too low. They only have one place to go, which is flat. They're not going down. I mean, they went down shortly for a short time because of the pandemic, but they're going to go up. When they go up, the price of the bonds will get crushed. Even I didn't anticipate Jerome Powell and the boys what they did in 2022. And that was nuts. I mean, we never seen anything like that, ever. No one has. No one walking this earth has ever seen a bond market like what we saw in 2022. Is violent like we've never seen, or no one predicted, by the way. Anyway, so the point being is I said, look, there's no upside on bonds. You're going to get 1 to 2% basic current yield, depending on if you're doing a short-term, intermediate-term, and long-term bond, and massive amounts of risk if the rates go up. So it wasn't worth it, man. I used to say Ginnie Mae. I still like Ginnie Mae, but Ginnie Mae would be the alternative because Ginnie Mae historically had very limited downside. And then 2022, Ginnie Mae was down, I want to say 12%. It was crazy. So Ginnie Mae took it on the chin as well. And it was nuts. I cannot stress enough. If you survived a 2022 bond destruction and you lived to tell about it, man, pat yourself on the back. That was historical, man. Literally historical. It's nuts. Anyway, long story short, those days are over now. Now the bonds are paying 4%. Long-term government bonds are paying 4%. You're clocking 4% just sitting tight. 4%, right? And I think there's like significant upside potential if the rates start going down. And I actually fully expect that to happen. Because I think we're in a demographic bomb. And what that simply means is with demographics, demographics is destiny. So just look at Japan, you can look at China, you can look at South Korea, you're going to look at Europe. All these countries are in a demographic bomb. All right, we're in quicksand. There's not enough babies being born. And what is the biggest draw for of GDP? Is personal consumption. Well, personal consumption is based on what? Personnel. If the personnel ain't being born, guess what? There's going to be less personal consumption, inherently less growth on the GDP. Less growth on the GDP. Japan is literally, you can just see it right now, low inflation. They got 3% inflation right now, but that's not going to last long. They got low inflation, no interest rates, low unemployment, and not much growth. That's all there is to it, man. That's what we are going to do. Demographics is destiny. Is all there is to it. We'll be a little bit better than Japan, so I don't expect zero interest rates, zero inflation, but we're going that route for sure. China's going that route. South Korea, Europe. I mean, Europe dead. Europe's done. Europe's going to be caliphate in no matter of time. At least UK will be. Probably, maybe France, but certainly UK. They'll be a caliphate. And that's probably better off for them, actually, than the atheistic state that they're in right now. Anyway, the point being is what we see here is that the interest rates on bonds are high enough now that we can actually invest in some bonds, take some risk off the table, because don't forget, back then, we've since had 5 years of a massive run. And I did a video on this a couple days ago where I showed from 2017 to 2022, the market was up 70%. All right, so if you had $100,000 in the S&P 500, you got $170,000 there at the end of 2022. That's at the end of the bear market. And now it's up another 15% so far year to date or something like that. So you're sitting on almost $200,000. You've almost doubled your money since 2017. All right. So valuations, I don't want to say valuations from a PE perspective have gone up, but the valuations in terms of how much gains you have gone up since 2017. So the market has expanded pretty significantly. And basically a lot of it's okay. A lot of it for this year at least is just based on what 6 tech stocks or something like that. Hi, baby. Look at me, just loves to sit on my lap. What's that noise? Look at those teeth. Oh my goodness! Look at those bottom teeth. Uh-oh. He sees his brother. He says, "What's my brother doing?" Anyway, so the market is expanded by 70%. In the interim, the bond market has done nothing. It's gone down. All right, so 5 years now since we first started talking about this, the stock market's gone up 70%. The bond market has gone down. Probably not a huge amount because it did have a couple good years in between the chaos that was 2022, but basically it's leveled, if that makes sense. So now I wouldn't go 80-20 in terms of 4 years cash and say 20% cash and 80% stocks. No way. So what I do is I do my 25-25-50 portfolio. That's what I own right now, and I just turned 53 a couple weeks ago, so I'm still your old young buddy Josh, man. I got freaking mosquito bugs. I hate skeeters. So I always want to move to a dry place. You guys that live in California and stuff, you don't know what it's like to have mosquitoes. I have to go back inside. Freaking rat finks. They love me because I'm so sweet. Oh yeah, I smell good. They're like, Josh, you are so sweet. I know I'm sweet. Just leave me alone, man. But you taste so good. I know I taste good. Yeah, because I'm so handsome. They're like, let me get some of that blood. I'm typo negative, by the way. They love my typo negative blood because that's the uniform blood or whatever it is. If I trusted the Red Cross, I'd be donating blood, but I don't trust the Red Cross as far as I could kick them, that's for sure. Anyway, so we go to 25% in cash, 25% in what I would say intermediate to long-term government bonds. I'm not messing around with corporate bonds. And government bonds, and a fund like that would be BND, Bravo November Delta, and that's the total bond index. That's fine. Now, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not making any investment recommendations. This is what I would recommend for me, your old buddy Josh. So 25% of the money market. Right now, my Schwab money market is paying like 4.9 or 5 or something like that. 25% in BND. That's the government. That's the total bond index, and 70% of the total bond index is what? Is government bonds and agencies. So it's very safe relative to it's not going bankrupt. And then 50% VTI. It's a great portfolio. The 50, 25, 25 barbell. And if the markets go up in stocks, you pull from bonds. You pull from stocks. If the stocks go down, you pull from bonds. If bonds go down, you pull from cash. I hope that makes sense. Love your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys.